right, so what are you going to be talking to us about?
Time and youth, and that's a major essence of life. Something that lots of youth need to take cognizance of is youth. Who is a youth? Yeah, and then when you get to find an answer, you realize that youth or youthfulness, it's time in human. It's a period of time in our lives. Age is just a measurement of the time in human exists. So youthfulness or youth is a period of time in human life. What entails about being a youth? What's the importance of being a youth? And how can you make a better contribution as a youth? How can you affect your life? And in some of my works I'd written and I said that at birth you are inactive, at youth you are active, at old age you become passive, and at death you are an occasion. So you become an occasion at death, in the sense that you either get celebrated for all what you've done as a youth, or you get mourned for whoever you were. In the model I propounded, I talked about the various stages of pursuit to success. And time is a great essence. It is slow. Time itself is slow, but it doesn't take a break to rest. Look at the second-hand clock. You can run faster than it is. Slow and steady it goes, but it doesn't take a break. So if we as humans that have no control over time, we want to take a break over what? Youth today are suffering certain problems. The ability to start, procrastination, and the ability to persist, not giving up. Because at birth, you are innocent, you have nothing, you have no contribution, you have no power, you have no influence in society. As you grow as a child, you begin to develop dreams, ambitions. That's when you have a future in your childhood. When you now move over to your youthful age, which starts around your age 14, 15, 16, when you begin to attain puberty, that's the time you are supposed to take an action over the dreams you've had as a child. Because youthfulness is the active phase of life, is the stage of activation. That's when you need to activate all the dreams you have. A man of 40, 50 years does no longer have a future. And youthfulness starts from age 14 to age 35. Biological aging starts at age 35 and progresses further severely at age 40 to 45. So as a youth, you have just between 15 to 35 years to live and create all the dreams, the reality of all the visions you've had. And if you can't do this, then you find it difficult. I said there is only one period to live in life, and that's at youth. The only time you live is your active phase, which is the youth. That is the time you can be able to make impact to society. That is the time you can be able to achieve your dreams. That is the time you can be able to raise generations. Until we realize the importance of time and how irreplaceable time is to everybody, to you as a man, that's the only time you would stop spending our time on frivolities. The only reason why youths have mismanaged time is because they lack the knowledge of the importance of time. So no matter what you do, time passes you by. And when time passes you by, it takes you longer time to meet forth. So we need an extensive knowledge on time in our lives. Life is about choices, and the choices we make makes or mar us. It is only when you know something, you make a better choice on that thing. And today, we have lots of youths who actually lack the knowledge on the importance of time in our lives. Because aging is inevitable, that is, time is inevitable. You must surely step up to the youth age and you surely pass it. If you get to a stage where you haven't achieved your dreams and you're no longer a youth, you have lost your activeness. If aging starts at age 35 and you become a youth, you attain your active stage at age 16, 15. So 15 to 35 is just about 20 years. 14 to 35 is just about 19 years. This is the time you have just 19 years, and that's the longest period in life. Because from age 35 to 40, 45, lots of persons have started dying. So if you say you do not want to get yourself equipped with appropriate knowledge to succeed your dreams, and you want to get on hard jobs, biologically it is said that the bones in the human body gets mature at age 21. 21 to 35, from when you begin to degenerate, it's just about 14 years. So you want to do hard jobs to achieve your dreams. When you begin to measure the accurateness of time, the importance of time, you profile ways to succeed your dreams. You take every opportunity as a youth to build your energy. Because as a youth, you have a short period to live, and the short period you have is the longest period you have. Because when you pass your useful age, it is expected naturally that you may have attained your goals, and you should be enjoying what you have struggled to build. And if you can't do that, life becomes shorter for you, because you keep struggling even in your passive stage. The greatest motivation we have is intrinsic motivation, the motivation from within. And what gives you that? Knowledge. The greatest problem that's befallen men before now is the lack of information. Because when you get to know this is a problem, I need to do something about this, there is already an internal motivation about it. And if you're not motivated, you can't get to do something. Some of the times, no matter how people try to motivate you, if you do not get internal motivation, if you do not get motivated by your own self, you won't be able to get on to act on the things you needed to act. There are lots of challenges confronting the youth, and just like you have lots of expectations, you also have lots of confrontations.
Okay.
Yes, and as a youth, it's a delicate time, because that is the time nature expects you to have acquired good knowledge, appropriate knowledge, to be able to take up your life. That is the time you claim independence. That is the time you claim freedom from your parents. That is the time you claim freedom from being fed. That is the time you claim responsibility of your own self. It takes a handful of knowledge to be able to take these decisions. And lots of challenges to come, where there are inabilities, unawareness, and you begin to say, okay, I can't really do this right now. Why not go this way? I'm supposed to chase this dream, and I don't have the privileges, and I can't even understand how I can achieve this. So let me rather take this path. Some of the times we allow these to get deep into our minds, and that's how people come down with depressions leading to suicide, distractions, and rather choosing negative lifestyles that leads to social vices and all of that. But the greatest thing that will happen to a youth is letting these turbulences get on you. Now, even if you can succeed, don't let anything make you fail. I realize that we do not look to see tomorrow, which is the future we beg to create. But when it gets so bad, we begin to think of yesterday. And yesterday you were a child, today you are a youth, tomorrow you become old. So what's the future you're creating for your old age? About trying to achieve your dreams and skipping procrastination. What borders on knowledge of time? Because the more you get aware, it increases your knowledge about doing what you want to do. The longer you keep waiting, the farther distance your success keeps away from you. And I said that speed and vision are the only catapults that meet forth with time. So what is speed? Doing what you need to do at the most appropriate time. Say every time you have a dream, every time you have a vision, every time you have a new idea, all you need to do is action. Because when you don't take an action, procrastination sets in. The only time any human has in life is the time to act. There is one limitless thing that we can't limit. That is the limited time we have on it. As a youth trying to become better, make the world a better place, you need to be angry at whom you are, whom you were, or the environment you're coming from, the environment you live in. You need to be angry, and you need to be hungry for success. You need to be angry at your past, the past you don't like. Then you need to be hungry for the future you desire.